For a perspective on the legal aspects of the Boston Marathon bombing case, we're joined from Los Angeles by Tony Slaten. He's a criminal defense lawyer and a former prosecutor. You've worn both of the hats, defense attorney and prosecutor. Let's talk about the defense. They appeared to throw in the towel right at the beginning, but they wanted to shift the blame to his older brother as a strategy. Was that their only option?
It seemed like it was. The attorneys here made a tactical decision that because of the breadth of the evidence, because of all the evidence that was there, they knew that they couldn't say that he didn't do it or that it was somebody else or that he was insane. So they really wanted to shift this into two penalty phases. And let me take a step back. So the initial phase is for the jury to determine whether he was guilty or not guilty. They basically said that he did it, and now it moves to a penalty phase to decide whether he gets executed by the United States government or he serves life in prison without the possibility of parole. And so, go ahead.
Go ahead, Tony. What were you going to say?
So by throwing in the towel that you said, they were making a tactical decision saying that he did it, but there was mitigating factors that would go towards his level of culpability. And so that penalty phase started at the very beginning of this trial.
So when they say it was him, basically they're playing for the second half of this. They're playing for this next phase, which begins on Monday. What happens in this penalty phase? How long is it going to take? And have they already put the building blocks in place for their defense, in a sense?
They have. His attorneys from the outset are trying to save his life. They knew that he was going to be found guilty. And in fact, he was found guilty on all 30 counts. 17 of those 30 counts carried the potential for the death penalty. So this jury was death penalty qualified, which means during voir dire, the jury selection process, the court determined that if need be, all 12 of these jurors could vote to send him to the death penalty, to send him to the, essentially, have him get the lethal injection.
So as a prosecutor, what do they need to do at this stage? I mean, if the defense has already kind of said it was him, but look, there are mitigating factors. It's his older brother who was kind of designed this whole thing, and he was just responding to him. As a prosecutor, what do they need to do?
The prosecutor's job is to put on all the aggravating factors, and there are a lot of aggravating factors. The fact that there was advanced planning, the fact that there was video showing Dokar Tsarnaev placing the pressure cooker bomber behind several children at the finish line, the fact that there was a child, an 8-year-old, who was disemboweled, and his sister who lost a leg, the fact that they placed BBs in this pressure cooker, all point to a level of sophistication and aggravation, which means that there was aggravating factors that substantially outweigh any mitigating factors that the defense will put on.
Tony Slaten providing expert analysis for us from Los Angeles. Thank you so much.